Hey everyone, it's Stacy from Totally Twisted Cards. I got my very first charm swap the other day. I was on my way to a craft show, so I'm one that can't wait for anything. So I opened it real quick when we did the craft show for the weekend. So I wanted to share it with you. The theme for this was Vintage Lady, and we were to get our inspiration off of Graphic 45's Lady's Diary. And we were to create 9 dangles with at least 3 metal charms, and to create a tag for it with the theme of Vintage Lady. So this is one of the ones that I received, and this belongs to it. It fell off in the mail, so I'm not sure where it goes. I'm thinking maybe in there somewhere. But look how beautiful. It has a clasp on the top. Fancy clasp. And then this cute Victorian charm that these other dangles are hanging from. And I really, really love these square ones. And I love this blue. This blue is awesome. But I really love these square dangles. Made me want to go out and buy some. But here you can see the dangles. This one has an umbrella on it. This one has a vintage comb on it. This one has a purse on it, and it also has a glass flower bead on it. Very super cute. And this one is by One of a Kind Creation by Tina. And I don't see a blog or a YouTube channel on there, or I would pass that on to. Sorry, kind of off camera there a little bit. And here's the tag. Very beautiful Vintage Lady. And a paper flower there. And this looks like a die cut right there. And some fibers at the top. And there's the back. The designer paper has, looks like it has glitter in it. I don't know if she added that or if the paper itself had it on it. So that's one. And I also got this one, which is very vintage looking too. And it's on a Tim Holtz clasp. And that wasn't a requirement at all. And this is a very chunky one. So there's a bead, and it has a shoe on the end of it. And then this big heart one. There's another big bead with a purse on the end. And that one has a mirror. And there's that comb. I tried to get these off of eBay, but I kept getting outfitted on them, so I wound up not getting any. So it's kind of cool that I got them on the charms. Maybe they were the ones that kept outfitting me. There's a really neat old looking bead. And this one has a fan on the end. And a rose that looks like a lamp work bead. This is a very cute bead here too. And then this is all on a tag that is the shape of a fan. And this looks like she might have done that with the Filmo. Not quite sure, but that's what it looks like. And her name is Holly Miller, and she does have a YouTube. It's Kelley, K-E-L-L-E-Y 3684. And she does have a blog spot. It's thepapercraftplace.blogspot.com. So that was very pretty and very vintagey. Oh, and did I show you it has one of those little bottles on it? And she attached a bead on the inside of it. Adorable. Love those. And this is my last one. And let me see. I think behind here, yes, it's stamped Audrey, and I think this one was from Audrey, but I'm not exactly sure. I didn't see a card in it anywhere. And there was one of the ladies on the swap. Her name was Audrey. So I'm thinking this one came from her. But very pretty vintage tag here. And I think she did use the Graphic 45 paper, because I can see it says Graphic 45 on the other side there. Just pretty beads on there. A vintage button. Love the flower. These two tags were in there. Very cute. You could put a photo in there. You could do some journaling in there. So super cute. And these just tuck in right behind that. And on the other side here is the charm. Cute vintage lace at the top. And then down at the bottom. And then she has some trim down at the bottom too. And these are her beads. It looks like a lamp work bead. It looks too like she vintaged some of the white beads and some of the charms too, because I have these charms, but they were silver. I was going to use them, but they were silver, and I wanted to go with the antique bronze. So she'll have to let me know how she antiqued those, so I know how to do that in the future too. And there's a fan. That was a suitcase. A heart with a vintage lady on it. These are lamp work beads. This is a coal bead with a vintage umbrella on the end of it. And another one. I love these lamp work beads. You can see the design through them. There's another one. And this is a really nice bead. Really big, nice bead. And you can see the flowers through it. Again, it looks like a lamp work bead. Super cute. Another one. And this one has a vintage coach at the bottom, and another lamp work bead. And this one is a vintage ladies boot. And she sent with hers some vintage buttons. Thank you. That was so generous of you, because we didn't have to add anything to our packages, but I greatly appreciate that. Don't have very many vintage buttons. I won some recently off of Scrapbook Steals on Facebook, so I will add these to that collection. Thank you so, so much. And then once again, I just wanted to show you my beads, or my charm and tag. Here's my tag with the vintage lady on it. As you know, I have the graphic 45 paper. Then I put I Am Roses. This was my initial version of it. The final version actually had some vintage feathers up underneath there too. And here are my beads. And I have another video on this, so I'm not going to spend too much time on my beads. So you can look that up on YouTube also. And then I did a Tim Holtz fragment, the Tim Holtz tag. This is one of my favorites, and I'm almost out, so I'm going to have to get some more. It's a hat. And I did an umbrella. And the back of it had two tags in it, actually. This one fell out. And it also had a stick pin in it. I don't know what I did with my stick pin. Must have used it for something. But there's my tag, along with Audrey's and Holly's and Tina's. I had a lot of fun doing the swap, and I'm in two more. One's for Halloween, and then the other one's a sewing one. So those are due out. The Halloween one's due next week, and then the sewing one's due the following week after that. So I'll be making a couple more videos once I'm done with those. So I hope this inspires you to go out and do a swap too. This was my very first one, and I had a lot of fun doing it. You can check out more of my crafty projects over at my blog on www.totallytwistedcards.com. You have a totally twisted day.